What is Dune Awakening? Watch the video and find out. Hello Space Monkey, you're watching Space Crazy. Welcome to the channel and to our regular news roundup. Here you'll find news around any kind of science fiction game, especially if it has to do with space. If something happened last week in your favorite SF game and we missed it, be sure to tell us in the comments and we'll add the game to our list. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. Healthy movement in SF games this week, with games popping up and the existing games getting healthy updates, part technical but part in their content. Let's go check it out. Surviving Series, see our review by following the link up there, has had an update, while the developer, one person, the RNG, have mercy on him, says he got a ton of excellent suggestions he will think about including in the game at some point. Opening datapads now pauses the game so you can read their contents for as long as you need. Good idea. Another good idea is adding an unstuck command like Planet Crafter or Forever Skies up there have. Also, autosaves now save separately from your own saves, therefore not overwriting them. A lot of bugs have been corrected, performance should be better, and if you find yourself with issues with the colonists as their jobs listings have become strange, you can fire them all and correct the issues. Heavy stuff, but hopefully the dev will find a way to correct those issues in time. One thing he promises is that depending on the amount of bugs, he'll start working on new content. Nice. Planet Crafter had yet another development branch update towards their Moons update, with visual terraforming changes being improved on Selenia, adding T2 rockets for heat and pressure, and adding a new fish, a new frog, and a new tree seed. The developers have eliminated the ability to trade between planets with trade rockets, as you can hop between planets and have no need for the rockets anymore. Tree spreaders produce less trees now, and a lot of inconsistencies, annoyances, and bugs have been corrected. A teeny tiny update for Elite Dangerous corrects some crashes, especially for the orange Sidewinder, and changes the minimum tech requirement to 35 in colonized systems. Space Engineers, the first one, not the upcoming two, got an update fixing some specific crashes. Also, the large grid hinge accepts many rotor parts now, the refill station has most faces airtight, and the small grid exhaust cap works now. The German localization had typos and other mistakes corrected, and other small issues were corrected as well. Frostpunk 2 delivered a free content update with a new map where you built around the remnants of a failed generator project, so maybe one of my old maps, new narrative-driven optional challenges with unique quests and storylines, and overhauling the heating system, which now lets you manage temperature by district. Thanks to a new heat map, you can also see the consequences of your decisions and analyze where to change what to keep the citizens warm enough. Also because they now got new ways to react to heating shortages. The technology tree and laws got expanded, and if Frostpunk 2 is too difficult, you can choose the Serenity mode, which offers a more relaxed experience. The developers also rebalanced the game so as to improve playability. One very important bit is that the Frost Kit, their modding tool, has now left beta and is available for anyone wanting to mod the game. This will hopefully give a boost to mod makers, their mods, and in consequence, the game. The developers of Dune Awakening have put forward a piece explaining what the game at its core is and is not, and explaining some of the mechanics. First and foremost, they want to make clear that the game is a survival, open-world crafting game, and the massive multiplayer part is less important. For anybody who knows of Dune and its lore, you'll know that surviving Arrakis is an essential part of the first books. Water is more valuable than anything else, keeping hydrated and as much as possible out of the sun is essential. Then there's the sandstorms, and seemingly in the game, radiation will also play a part. Of course, you will also have to harvest and process resources which you'll use to craft, and you may even end up crafting spice, and you have to build some kind of shelter. But while the multiplayer part takes a backseat, according to them, it's still in the Ornithopter? You will have trading, chat, skills, proximity voice chat, social hubs. On the flip side, you'll have combat, although from the way they phrase it, we could not discern if it's going to be PvE or PvP or both, but we suppose it's going to be both. And you will have missions, a storyline, different player archetypes that give you abilities, as well as the chance to join either the Harkonnen or the Atreides. Be aware that when they speak of an open world, they mean different biomes within Arrakis, with you hop in between with your Ornithopter. By the way, there will be no single player or offline mode, as they consider multiplayer an important part of the overall Dune experience. Fair enough. What it will bring at some point after launch will be private servers. Now, Dune Awakening may be trying too much at the same time, or it may be mixing everything fantastically. What do you think? Will the developers be able to make it work? Let us know in the comments.